Okay, this is still Dixon Chukwemeka. This I want to start this year. I want to start with misused words. Early this week, that was New Year. Early this New Year, I mean to say, someone wrote a New Year message, a remark to me, said compliment of the season. After going through what was sent to me, I decided to teach misused words. The person wrote compliments of the season. I want to start with this. Compliment of the season. This is wrong. Instead, it should be compliment of the season. Should be compliment of the season. Now let's look at what compliments mean. The word compliments means addition, 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 or something that is added to another thing, to complete it. So, it is not the use of this. Rather, it is the use of complement. What does it mean? It is a remark of praise. So, it is compliment of the season. Compliment of the season. My principal compliments us on our success. My principal, my teacher, compliments me for my success. So it is compliments of the season, compliment of the season, and not compliment of the season. So it is well misused by many in writing. Okay, let's look at other words that people misuse. Advice. Okay, in writing, many students of English language, mostly the learners of English language, are confused on the use of these two words. Advice, the first one, all of them mean, in fact, both of them mean to tell someone something that will be useful. That is, to give someone a directive. That's what it means. But the first one here is a noun, and this is a verb. A verb. Now look at the use. The usage is where students have problem. I advised you to go home. I advised you to go home before the fight, or before the fight took place. Okay. If you say, I advise you, it is to go home eh, before the fight took place. This is wrong. What is wrong in this is the use of advice. It is an action. But you can say, this is wrong. I said it is wrong. But you can say, my advice to you, or I gave you an advice. I gave you an advice. Now, this is now. The name of that thing you do. But the doing of it, the action of it is this. So take note of those two, difference between the advice and advice. Another one that most students find difficult or most students misuse is the use of lend, borrow and lend. Borrow and lend. You could hear students say, please borrow me your pen. That is wrong. What is borrow? Borrow means to receive. To receive something from someone with the intention to return it after use, or even to receive something from someone to use. But lend is to give. To give. To give something. To give something with the intention to also get it back. Now, looking at this, where we have problem is that people misuse this. Most times they interchange it. To give something to somebody is to lend. They say, lend me. That is, lend me, give me your pen, not borrow me your pen. But lend me your pen. Let me write. But I borrowed your pen. Do you see the difference? The difference is that I borrowed means I received your pen. Then he lent me his pen. So know how to use it. Very, very important in the use of English. Okay, I had somebody say something. Say my dad bought a biscuit bowl instead of meat. I laughed at this. There is nothing like biscuit bone. There is no bone in biscuit. Rather, it is brisket bone. What is brisket bone? It is the bone found at the lower chest region. Of animals. That bone found at the breast side, at the lower chest region of the animal. is brisket bone, not biscuit bone. But you see people over a time, they say they want to buy biscuit bone. There is nothing like biscuit bone. So there is no biscuits in bone. So we move forward. Careless. Careless. Most students mistake careless for carefree. What is careless? Lack of care. Or not having care about something. Not having care about something. Then what of carefree? Not bothered. If something does not bother you, it is carefree. But if you not take care of something, it's careless. He is careless about what he wears. He doesn't care. Here means he doesn't care. Doesn't care about what he wears. And he lives a carefree life. That is someone that doesn't bother about anything. If someone dies here, that is a carefree life and not a careless life. So understand the difference between careless and carefree. Careless is lack of care. You don't care about something. But that does not mean that you don't bother about something. That is, you can just drop your clothes anyhow. You don't even think about time. Careless. But if you tell me something and I do not care, and that thing does not bother me, that is carefree. Let's go to others. Let's get to others. Opportune. Do you see these three words? They are often misused by learners of English language. Opportune is adjective. Adjective. And opportune is not an adjective. But opportunity is the noun. Most times, people, this is wrong. This is not correct. Now, using this as an adjective, some people say, I was opportuned to meet the governor. It's wrong. It is wrong. Don't use ed. As an adjective, you don't put past tense. You don't put it in past form. You don't put it in past form. Rather, I have an opportune moment. I have an opportune moment. Opportune moment. To be with Mr. President. Not I am opportuned to meet. No, no, no. No ed. I have an opportune moment to be with Mr. President. It is an opportune moment to be with you. Now, opportunity, I've told you that this is wrong. Opportunity is a noun. So, it is the name of what you have. Now, let's look at opportunity. Opportunity. This is a noun. So, it's the name of the, it goes with this, that privilege. So, look at this. I was given the opportunity to meet Mr. President. You see this? Now, the name, I was given the opportunity to meet Mr. President. Not, I was opportuned. It is wrong. I was opportuned to meet Mr. President. It's wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. Why? It is adjective, so you cannot make it a verb. It won't end in ed. Do you understand that? Now, let's look at something that looks like this that most students have issue with, which is mature. Matured. Now look at this. Matured. Most students find it difficult to use this in their use of English. Mature here is adjective. And this works as verb. In no occasion must you use this as adjective. That is where some students find it difficult. You hear them say, that man, the man I met yesterday, or you can hear them say, he is a matured man. He's a matured man. This is wrong. Why? Yes, this mature is describing the man. It's an adjective. So you must not, it shouldn't go with ed. Rather, it should be, he is a mature man. He's a mature man. He's a mature man. Now, you can say, he matured fast or faster than expected. In this case, the mature, the one with ed, is acting as a verb. You can use it as a person. He matured faster than expected. Do you understand this? The difference. So you don't use this as an adjective, qualifying a noun. No. That is where most students get it wrong. They use that matured. Is a matured girl. My friend is now a matured girl. It's wrong. Rather, my friend is a mature girl. Let's take the last one for today. Hang. Hanged. Hung. You see, most students or learners of English language have issue here. Hang means to place something on another thing, but it is in present form. Is in present form. This is present. What some of us say, what some of us call present tense is in present form. Let me hang my marker here. Let me suspend it here. Let me place it here. Let me hang it here. Let me hang this. Are we there? But this is where we have issues. The use of hanged and hung. Now, hanged is past, is past form, and the participle form. Of hang. Take notes. But this is used only in a situation where one wants to kill himself or where one kills another person by placing it on another thing. So the thief hanged himself. That means the thief killed himself by placing himself on a thing. But you don't use this outside human being killing himself by placing himself somewhere. You cannot use hanged. You can't tell me I hang my shoe. As some people say, I hang my shoe on, let's say, on the wall. Or the clock. I hanged the clock on the wall. It is wrong. I hanged the clock on the wall. You don't use this. Why do you use this? Hung is the past. And past form and participle form of what? Hang. This is where we use it. I hung the clock on the wall and not hanged the clock on the wall. Today, we shall stop here. We have other words that are misused by the learners of English language. In my next video, I shall demystify, explain, bring to your notice most of those words. But for now, do well to like, share this video. In fact, publicize it so that others can learn how to use these words. Thank you. See you in the next video.